Everybody is moving out of Canada.
Look, all Canadians are giving me these three reasons. Yes, many people are immigrating to Canada, but there are more Canadians leaving the country. 100,000 Canadians left in 2024 alone.
The healthcare system sucks. Let's be honest. People who even have a family doctor are even the lucky ones. I've been on the list for 5+ years and I have not been able to find a doctor.
I'm 21 years old and I'm about to get on a one-way plane ticket to leave Canada straight to Thailand. And you may be asking why. There's an abundance of reasons, but right now Canada is headed in a direction that I'm just not a fan of.
So in 1 week I will be in Singapore and I bought a one-way ticket and I don't know how long I'm going to be in Asia, but I'm going to be in Asia for many, many months. And then after that, I'm going to come back and I'm going to make hella money and I'm going to fuck off again to a new continent because I can't do this anymore.
Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Awa, a financial advisor in Canada, and I help people like you build a stronger relationship with money by making personal finance simple. So if you're serious about improving your finances, hit that like button and subscribe for more content like this. Let's get started. So today I am reacting to a couple of TikTok videos of people saying they are leaving Canada because of higher prices, taxes, healthcare system, and a bunch of other issues that they say they can't live with anymore. So if you would like to learn more about this, make sure you keep watching and give this video a thumbs up if you like this video. So let's get started. All right, on to the first video.
I'm 21 years old and I'm about to get on a one-way plane ticket to leave Canada straight to Thailand. And you may be asking why. There's an abundance of reasons, but right now Canada is headed in a direction that I'm just not a fan of. So there's that.
So Thailand, I've never been to Thailand, but I heard a lot of great things about Thailand. So if you've traveled to Thailand, let me know down below how you found it. But I find a lot of people who are moving out of Canada are either going to Thailand, Ecuador, going to places like that. So yeah, I find it really interesting.
2, the weather. I am sick and tired of the snow. 3, the food. 4, the people. I could go on and on, but Thailand is an ultimate destination to level up in all aspects of your life, to get that freedom, to just get that sense of peace. People are just so nice and calm and just, they live in the moment over there. They're not so caught up in all this media bullshit. But yeah, I've been able to do this because I've been working on an online business for the past year and a half. It's been nothing but grinding.
That's another question that I had for people who are choosing to leave Canada for another country, because I'm wondering, like, with the careers that they had here, are they able to get jobs? Like, if you're someone who left Canada for another country, please let me know down below, like, how you found jobs. Like, were you able to easily find a new career, a new job in a new country with the skills that you had in Canada, or was that hard? Or are you working online? Because this gentleman says that he's working online, so he has an online business, so he's able to actually live anywhere in the world, I'm assuming, and still do his online business. So he doesn't have an issue with, money coming in. But for other people who had like actual like careers that are not online based businesses, how were you able, and were you able to find like great fulfilling career jobs like when you moved out of Canada? I've always been curious about that, so let me know down below. But yes, he said all of the other reasons that other people have said: the weather, the food, the people, the expensive lifestyle. And yes, so these are the recurring things or issues that people have with living in Canada. So yes, he's got great reasons too. So let's move on to the next video.
Why everybody is moving out of Canada?
Look, all Canadians are giving me these three reasons. Number one is the housing. In cities like Toronto and Vancouver, the house price to income ratio is 9-to-1, and sometimes even higher. That means that people are paying 9 times their annual salary.
I know rent has been expensive. I know rent has gone higher and higher, and I know a lot of people are paying about half, if not more than half of their income on housing.
In taxes, it's usually 65 to 70% because it's federal plus provincial tax. So from 100K, you only take home 35.
For 100K salary, I really have a hard time seeing someone only taking home 35K. That's way too low. I would say maybe 60,000. So you're gonna say there are other taxes other than your net income, sure, but still that still doesn't amount to $35,000 for someone who makes $100,000. So $100,000, even if there is federal and provincial tax, is maybe about 35% taxes, around that. So someone making 100K should take home, well, depending on the province, of course, should take home around $60,000, if I'm being conservative, around $60,000 a year. So I don't know where she's getting her 35K salary out of $100,000, but let's keep listening.
Third reason is the growth. Yes, many people are immigrating to Canada, but there are more Canadians leaving the country. 100,000 Canadians left in 2024 alone.
Yeah, definitely. I did see this statistic. 100,000 people left Canada in 2024. I did see this statistic for sure. So that one is true. 100,000 people left Canada in 2024. And I think it's going to get worse. It's going to get worse. A lot of people are realizing that living in Canada is just not that glamorous. So yes, a lot of people are going to be leaving Canada. And yes, she talked about a few things that, didn't make a lot of sense to me, but they still are the three major reasons why people are leaving Canada. So yes, definitely. So now on to the next video.
I'm leaving Canada and I'm not coming back. I'm actually tweaking right now. The only reason I will ever come back to Canada is if I legally fucking have to, or if I need to make money to leave again. I just finished crying because the healthcare system in this country is so fucking bad. I have been a Canadian citizen since the second I was born.
Yep, the healthcare system. Shall we talk about the healthcare system here? Shall we? I mean, it's getting worse and worse. I mean, I could understand, like, when it was COVID, it wasn't that great before COVID, but when COVID hit, worse. To the point where, people were not even able to get basic needs. Like, you would have to fight with doctors to get checked out. I have a lot of people, some friends and family members who have gone through this issue. And I've seen a lot of people struggle with this. And the healthcare system here is a joke. I mean, we are told that we have free healthcare, but it's not that free. First of all, the taxes that we pay go to paying that healthcare, but it's not free. It's not free. And on top of that, the healthcare system sucks. Let's be honest. I mean, you go to the hospital and, you have all of these issues finding a doctor. First of all, the people who even have a family doctor are even the lucky ones. I've been on the list for 5+ years and I have not been able to find a doctor, right? And I have a lot of people who are in the same situation as me. The healthcare system, let's be honest, is a joke. And we are told that, Canada is it's not a third world country. It's a great country. It's a developed country. That's what we're told. But then we leave our countries over there, and over there we pay cash for everything, right? So over there we have like private clinics where you can pay cash and to be able to see a doctor. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that's a better option, but at least that's an option that people have. So if you have your money, if you have enough money, you're able to go pay cash, see a doctor, get your treatments, get your tests and everything. I would rather prefer to have an option where the people who have money can actually go to a clinic and pay to have things done than have this illusion of free healthcare and not be able to get basic healthcare needs. So that's my opinion. But I digress. Let's just keep listening to what she has to say.
And tell me why I can't find a doctor when I do go to a walk-in clinic, and there's only two, okay? When I do go to a walk-in clinic, they will only let me talk about one thing at once. I went to a walk-in clinic today, and the thing that I talked about was so quick. It was about me, like, getting a blood test. All he had to do was...
That's exactly it. You go for... I mean, I've never understood this. Like, you go and you have a couple of different symptoms. And they're just going to say, well, just one thing at a time. But what if those symptoms are related? But you go there, you try to explain, okay, so they're going to ask you, what are you here for? You're going to explain one situation, keep giving them all the symptoms that you have. They're going to say, well, it's just one symptom at a time. But what if they're all related? How can they decide the best course of action for someone, the best treatment plan for someone, if they don't know the full story? That's beyond me. I've never understood this part. But let's keep listening to what she has to say.
Just print out a piece of fucking paper. And I said, oh, since it was so quick, can you please look at my left ear because I can't hear anything out of it. And he says, no. you can only talk about one thing at a time. I said, and so now I'm sat here. I can't hear anything out of my left ear. And I have to go back again. Canadian healthcare is supposed to be free.
It's just crazy. We were told that we have free healthcare, but come on, that's a joke. Let it not be free then. I think the huge issue with Canada is the fact that there are not a lot of options. We have hospitals, and then we have a couple of clinics, and that's even for provinces or cities or some places that actually have clinics. Not all places have clinics. Like if you live in a smaller town, you maybe have one or two clinics. Like she said, I think she probably lives in a small town. She only has one clinic, and the options are not. The options are limited. We don't have a lot of options here. The clinics are free as well because they are part of the free healthcare system, but still, there's not a lot of options. It's either the hospital or one or two clinics, and they're all doing the same exact thing. So I think we need some private clinics where people can actually pay money at a reasonable price, of course, and actually get things done. I think that would be the best thing to do.
Anyways, so in 1 week I will be in Singapore. I really hope I can hear out of my left ear before I'm in Singapore. But in 1 week I'll be in Singapore, and I bought a one-way ticket. And I don't know how long I'm going to be in Asia, but I'm going to be in Asia for many, many months. And then after that, I'm going to come back and I'm going to make hella money. And I'm going to fuck off again to a new continent because I can't do this anymore.
So she's going to Singapore. Well, that's interesting. She's going to Singapore. So I'm assuming she saved a lot of money. She's going to go to Singapore. She's going to live there for a couple of months until she runs out of money. And then she's going to come back, do it again, work some more, and then go back there, I guess. That's what she said. Which is a solid plan, but how long can you keep doing this? That's my issue. And if she's going to Singapore, can she not find a job there that she can actually do there? Because I don't, like, this back and forth seems like it's a lot of, it seems like hard work. But I mean, the good thing is also she has an option to come back to Canada. I mean, because I'm assuming she has all her family is here, so she has her family here, and she would want to visit them. So I'm assuming she's also coming back to Canada to visit them, and then make some more money and then go back. But if you can actually find work in Singapore that you can do there, that would be the best course of action. But this back and forth to go there for a few months, come back to work, and I feel like that's a lot of work. But to each their own. I mean, this seems to be the best thing for her right now, and everybody does what's best for them at the current time that they're in. So if you're thinking about making the move, make sure you look at all of the angles, look at the pros, look at the cons, and try to see if there is a way for you to stay in Canada and still make it work for you. Or if you think that there is absolutely nothing that you can do to be able to thrive here, then I would say consider your options elsewhere. But always make sure that you know the pros and the cons of moving your entire family or just yourself to a different country. But overall, to each their own. Everyone knows what's best for them, and everyone does what's best for them. And I hope that everyone finds happiness in whatever choice that they make. So that's everything that I had for you today. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you like it, you share it, you subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.